Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us today as we reveal the Dulux Colour of the Year for 2022. This colour is vibrant and points us towards a new start. It paints an optimistic future, something that is good for the soul. In so many ways, the pandemic has turned our lives upside down. Outside became inside, open spaces were closed, and our homes were turned into offices, schools, restaurants and cinemas. This need for adaptation gave us an opportunity to rethink the way we live and the spaces we use. We've come to a deeper understanding about what really matters to us. And after a spell of feeling shut in, we all crave an open space where we can recharge, feel inspired and escape. A panel of international design experts have distilled the mood of the moment and articulated these into themes. The thread that runs deep through these themes is embedded in the Dulux Colour of the Year 2022. It's a colour that feels just right for our homes, a colour that will help us to transform our homes into a sanctuary again. Go ahead, breathe new life into your spaces. Refresh, recharge. You deserve it. Our colour expert, Palesa, will now present Colour Futures 2022.
I'm delighted to present the 2022 edition of Colour Futures and tell you the story that lies behind our choice for the colour of the year. Our aim is always to understand the trends that will be influencing the way we live and to respond with inspiring paint colours that answer the need of our consumers. This time, our journey began a little differently, on screen rather than in person, but with the same result: the colour of the year and supporting palettes that perfectly capture the mood of the moment. The Global Aesthetics Centre in Amsterdam has been supporting our markets around the world for more than 25 years. Led by Helene van Gent, the creative team works to make sure that every market has the information and inspiration it needs to help its consumers and customers choose colours for their homes with confidence. Colour is a serious business, and to ensure that our new palettes will be right for the future, we undertake wide-range research and trend monitoring. Acclaimed international design experts share social, cultural, and design insights with us. Insights we then translate into the colour of the year and accompanying palettes. Our snapshot of the Colour Futures palettes from 2004 to 2022 tell the story of the changing taste and priorities of our consumers. While each individual colour captures a moment in time, together they create a colour map of age. Over the past 19 years, we've seen a dramatic shift from a concentration on brighter tones to the emphasis on neutrals. This year, however, vibrant colours and light tones are re-emerging, a reflection perhaps of our need for positivity and a fresh approach. The 37 curated colours in this year's Colour Futures collection help to make it easy for our consumers to choose on-trend shades that are right for them. Our trend forecast is a key moment in the Colour Futures calendar. It's when our creative team gets together with a selection of independent design experts to discuss what will be influencing the way we live in the coming years. By understanding the direction the world is taking in every aspect of our life, social, environmental, economic, we can start to anticipate just what the consumers will need. Living spaces across the globe have had to become more accommodating than ever, as our demands upon them have increased. Homes that previously felt fit for purpose suddenly felt unfit when we had to live and work in them 24/7. We wanted quiet spaces for work, open areas for exercise, with a connection to the outside world. Lockdown life has made us reassess what we really need from our homes. Nature is the spark of life, the source of everything. The health-giving benefits of the natural world have long been recognized. It can revitalize and soothe. It can nurture us just as we should nurture it. Creating a connection with nature, whether we live in the city or in the country, simply makes us feel better. The great outdoors is good for us, Spending at least 2 hours a week in nature has been shown to benefit health and well-being, something we've recently felt more keenly than ever. How can we live more sustainably? How can we integrate nature into our urban centers? And how can we make green spaces available to all? Architects and designers around the world are busy planning solutions, from grass-topped buildings to city beaches. But what do we need for our homes? Somewhere where we can celebrate and protect the natural world. Somewhere we can live sustainably. Somewhere we can let the outside in with a glint of sunlight, an array of plants, and a blast of fresh air. A little quiet contemplation does wonders for the soul. It gives us space to think big, ferment new ideas, and innovate. Creativity in all its forms can help us, bringing moments of joy, consolation, inspiration, and togetherness. The arts give us the chance to escape the everyday, recharge, and feel brighter. Art, in all its forms, is restorative. We've seen the positive effects of creativity in action over the past few months, with people singing from balconies, sharing art on social media, and playing music together online. Collaborative and emotive experiences that can help us find comfort, inspiration, and solidarity in difficult times. As our digital lives expand, we are being encouraged to look beyond our social bubbles, to strip off our metaphorical masks and open our hearts and minds to new voices and new ideas. Listening to others and trying to understand different perspectives can only make us stronger and wiser. As we increasingly live online, it's easy for our focus to narrow. We get served up things we like, opinions we share, and people who think as we should. But the blinkered viewpoint can't give us access to the truth. It's becoming ever clearer that to move forward positively, we need a break from these social bubbles. Open up and listen to the new voices and ideas. The narrative of our history is at last starting to embrace multiple perspectives. There's been a shift from a universal view of the world to an individual interpretation as people record their lives on smartphones and broadcast their own authentic lived experiences. We want to feel released and revitalized, to look out and bring in new ideas and a bright outlook and flashes of joy. The need for a life audit has suddenly been supercharged as we've come to a deeper understanding about what really matters to us and a wider world. Using the output of the trend forecast as a starting point, our in-house color team distills these insights into one overriding theme. This year, we've chosen a breath of fresh air, a concept that perfectly conveys the universal need for reinvention and revitalization in all aspects of our lives. We then set about translating these themes into paint colors that will match the needs of our consumers and our markets. We started by identifying the color of the year, an on-trend shade that encapsulates the themes and reflects the mood of the moment. Our color experts then build a collection of inspiring palettes around it, offering consumers multiple ways of using our 2022 color in their own homes. These palettes reflect each of our 4 key trends and provide ready-to-use color combinations to help make your home transformation easier. We also provide extra support with print and online assets, conveying everything from color advice to practical tips. Proudly introducing the Dulux Color of the Year for 2022, Bright Skies. Bright Skies is an airy light blue that's fresh, open, and good for the soul, reflecting the limitless skies around us. It brings a hint of the natural world inside and can bring any living space to life. Centered around bright skies, our fresh, airy color of the year, this collection of shades sweeps from neutrals to brights, giving our consumers a broad scope to transform their living spaces in any way they choose. It splits into 4 easy-to-use palettes: workshop, greenhouse, studio, and salon, which relate directly back to the insights of the trend forecast. Bringing our Color Futures 2022 Color of the Year and its palettes to life is made easy with a unique color system. Start with the Visualizer app. Pick a color from anywhere and see the color come to life in your living space. All thanks to our free app with its augmented reality technology, an easy and fun way to help you turn fantasies into reality. Once you've chosen your color, you can check how they work by using our sample pots. To help consumers see how they can make the most out of the color of the year and its 4 accompanying palettes, we've created an image library. This extensive collection of inspiring photography covers the key rooms and the most popular search terms for interiors, making it useful and accessible. Color Futures enables us to tell stories behind our color choice and to keep at the cutting edge of our color development. It also results in a wealth of content, from videos to articles and images, where we can show the color in action. Full of ideas, practical tips, and information, this gives people everything they need to transform their living environments with paint. Use multicolored shades to create joyful, fresh, and flexible spaces where you can do it all. The multicolored workshop palette is perfect for transforming a hard-working space that has to perform several roles at once. Uplifting tones of yellow, pink, and green, these are colors that hold their own, that look good together, and that work perfectly with the Dulux color of the year, Bright Skies. Used in combination, workshop colors can instantly refresh a room, define a specific zone in a multi-purpose space, or create a visual connection between rooms. Here, overlapping planes of bright colors bring an open plan space to life. Stand out individual shades. The colors of the workshop palette look good anywhere and work effectively in any combination. These are gregarious and extrovert colors that can stand up for themselves in whichever way they're used. In a multi-purpose room, they can stamp identity on a particular area and define its function just with color. With bags of personality, the tones of the workshop palette are perfect for color blocking. A kaleidoscope of brilliant shades will instantly revitalize a room. Bring in the benefits of the great outdoors with fresh natural tones inspired by nature. Feeling connected to nature is good for the soul, and the greenhouse colors can help bring the positive effects of the outside world into our homes. Light natural tones of green, gray, and blue. These are colors that can make any space feel fresher. In a rural setting, they can bring a sense of the surrounding landscape into an interior. In the city, they can deliver a welcome reminder of greenery and fresh air. The greenhouse palette is bursting with colors inspired by nature: sage and mossy greens, slate blues, earth browns. These tones work naturally with the Dulux color of the year, Bright Skies, creating indoor schemes that echo the palette of the great outdoors. Taken from the natural world, these are combinations that just feel right and can bring a blast of freshness in any interior space. Inspired by the natural world, greenhouse colors are made to be together and mix and match effortlessly. A ceiling of bright skies combined with greenhouse colors makes for a fresh and revitalizing space. It's all about bringing the outside in with tones that echo the colors of nature, from grass green to sky blue. Escape the everyday. Recharge and feel inspired with consoling tones that soothe the soul. We all need somewhere that we can escape to, somewhere we can feel inspired and dream. The Studio palette with its airy pinks, reds, and oranges can help turn anywhere into a sanctuary. These are colors that console and soothe, and they can work effectively in any room, adding warmth, softness, and a little bit of glamour. Used in combination with the Dulux color of the year, Bright Skies, they can bring a scheme to life. Soft and subtle, they maximize daylight and bring warmth to a modern, minimally furnished space. Studio colors aren't just for the bedroom or living room. They can bring warmth and freshness to any space, such as a streamlined kitchen. What better way to create a dramatic and inventive feature wall than with soothing studio colors, combined with the fresh tones of Bright Skies? Harmonious and complementary, studio colors are perfect for creating colorful combinations both inside and out. This is a palette that's calm, balanced, and easy on the eye. By adding an accent of bright skies to a bedroom scheme in soft studio tones of pink and lilac brings instant freshness. Make your living space ready for anything with a fresh blank canvas of whites and airy neutrals. Bright skies set against cloud whites instantly brings freshness to a room. This combination works perfectly in a utility area as a backdrop to simple, natural accessories in wood, ceramic, and linen. These are shades that lighten the spirit, make the most out of daylight, and put a spring in our step. Designed to work effortlessly in the hospitality and office sector, the airy neutrals of the Salon palette, used with bright skies, make for a calm, revitalizing scheme. A color combination that brings a breath of fresh air to a room. It works particularly well in children's bedrooms. Fresh and unifying shades for a space that's open to anything.
This year we need release, reinvention and vitality. So our color of the year is inspired by open skies and a breath of fresh air. This was the theme that came out of our trend forecast when a team of international experts shared their insights to help us understand the mood of the moment and spot the trends that will shape the way we live. It's an event we've been running for over 19 years, and this time our discussion went digital. We talked about the expanding role of the home, how nature is essential to all of us, how the arts can bring solace and inspiration, and how important it is to embrace new voices and ideas for a brighter future. Our color experts at the Global Aesthetic Center then set about finding a shade that brings our theme to life. Our color of the year is an airy and fresh tone that opens up and revitalizes any space. Around it we've built a collection of colors with 4 inspiring palettes, making it easy to turn decorative dreams into reality. When home has become the office, the gym, the schoolroom, we need a reinvented, do-it-all space. The workshop palette creates colorful spaces that are flexible and multifunctional. Feeling close to nature makes us feel alive. The greenhouse palette brings in the positive effects of nature with airy greens and blues. Sometimes we need to escape the everyday, recharge and feel inspired. The studio palette creates a comforting space that is soothing for the soul. We want our homes to be warm and open, somewhere where we can welcome new voices and ideas. The Salon palette provides a blank canvas for fresh opportunities. Take a breath of fresh air.